Today we have a clock that does not tick or tock. It just stays still at this time. And I can just show that this battery is working. You can see here's our multimeter. Set it to voltage, and see it's 1.5 volts. So this is working just fine. There's something that's failed inside the clock. So we have to somehow get this out. There are screws here, but these screws just remove the wood from the face. And there are little pry spaces maybe. But I mean, I guess I could unscrew this just to make sure. Here's our pen screwdriver we bought last time. I don't know what the inside of an analog clock looks like. Like what this little box, I mean, I'm assuming it's just like a gearbox, right? Okay, so this is unscrewed, so you can see now it's like this. So this is probably the gearbox. And then the gears come out to here to actually do the tick-tock, ticking and talking. And I don't believe that I should be trying to get in this way. I think there is like a bolt sort of like kind of shape object here, but I feel like that's just the attachment for this to this. But then at the same time, I shouldn't be able to pull this out without removing this. So maybe I do need to take these off. Under here. It's just empty. There's like little holes here, but they just go right through. Yeah, those holes are right there. Yeah, so this paper is also bolted down here. I guess I need to remove that. What is this? This thing turns. Okay, I can feel it. The gears are turning. Do I remove this? No, that feels... But then at the same time, I feel like this little black thing here is just keeping these hands on it. Okay, so I have these pliers that we bought a long time ago. Oh, okay, I pulled it out. I would think I was actually supposed to do that, so let's get that. Put our pin into the bag. Yep. Everything is safely in there. Okay, so now that that's there, I should be able to remove these hands. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I actually don't remember if the hour hand goes on top or if, because I'm sure, because there's two different, oh wait, actually no, look at this. Here's the minute hand, it has a smaller hole, and here's the hour hand, and it has a bigger hole. And so on here we've got two different gears. We have a small gear, that's the minute hand gear, and we have a big gear, that's the hour hand gear. So actually I can't mess this up. This hour hand goes on the bottom. So now I can remove this piece of paper. Never mind, I can't remove this paper. So am I supposed to... Just gonna move that out of the way. Okay, it does feel like this does turn. But which way do I turn it? And I certainly don't have a proper tool for this. Oh, it turns so easily. Okay. Actually, this is turning really easily. Okay, so this is a nut, maybe? And then we have a washer. Essential clock pieces. Okay, so now that that's removed, I think I can get rid of this paper. So we will no longer know what time. Well, we already don't know what time it is because the clock was broken and also the hands are off. But now we really have no idea. Okay, so now the gearbox comes off. Look at that. I didn't have to pry it at all. But that was actually really easy. It looks like the plastic goes over like a clip. You can't really see that. There's like a clip right there. And there's a clip on this side, I think. So I think this plastic piece goes over that and clips it into place. So if I take my handy little pry, there we go. Ooh, careful. All right. These gears are very, very, well, let's look at them. Let's look at the gears. And we've got a big gear, little gear, and I clear it there, and there's gear here, gear here, gear. There's so many gears. Okay, and where does the battery connect? Oh, the battery's right here. And it comes in, okay, that goes like that. I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't think I've messed with the gears at all. It should still spin. Okay, so these can spin freely, right? They have to be able to, actually. You need one free gear that can turn it freely, and then you need the powered gear. I don't understand which one is which. The first thing that catches my eye, there's like a little bit of like something there. There's just like some like food or corrosion or something just right there. All right, I'm gonna put it in put it like that. That way the gear is now elevated, so it's not gonna fall out. Okay. So some tests here. So let's put the battery in. So mine is this way, flip this way. Yeah, there's nothing happening. So we can measure the voltage. 1.5 volts there. 1.5 volts there. 1.5 volts there. Okay, interesting. So 1.5 volts is getting into the clock. Then where does it go? Here? I don't know what this coil is. I'm just gonna look at this again. Very carefully remove. So there is definitely some corrosion right there. That's blocking the connection between the battery and the board. I'm gonna put the battery in and I'm gonna measure the very ends here and see if that corrosion might be blocking the path to the rest of the clock. Let's do that. Oh, 1.5 volts, hold on. Okay, it's not that it's not getting to the end of here. It's that this on the bottom, oh, okay, wow. And there's corrosion on one of the pads. That was probably the one that was, yeah, the one that was in contact with this. It's clear that the corrosion right here is not making it to the rest of the clock because the other side is also corroded. So we need to get rid of that corrosion. So this is the apple cider vinegar we got back in the scale episode when I didn't know at all what I was doing. Look at that, it's attacking the corrosion. Oh, it's all gone. Yep, corrosion's gone. Great. Let's do the same thing with the other one. It's working. Corrosion just disappears. It's, oh. All right, well, one of the gears fell off. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a wipe with Q-tips. The pad's there now, so I think once I put it back, it should be able to read it. But one of the gears fell off, so we're gonna have to deal with that. I think this one was on top, so I'm gonna put this under maybe? Okay, I think that's correct. I think it was like that. I think. It fits. Let's put this back together. It's like wobbly. Is it supposed to be wobbly? Okay, I think I got it. There was a little indent right under here where this fit really nicely. So I think I have this right. So let's put the battery in and see what happens. Oh. Okay, well it made a tick noise, but then it immediately stopped ticking. Oh! It's going, it's going, it's going! Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. I'm gonna put it back together and see if it works. And if not, if it's like not spinning, then I'm gonna assume that I might have messed the gears up a little. I've dropped one of the gears. Okay, well, all right, we're gonna have to put the gears back properly. Okay, it's spinning. It feels a little wobbly though. I don't know if I have it in, but it's there. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it. Let's try the battery again. It's not ticking. It's not ticking. It stopped ticking. Okay, let's do a multimeter read here. Voltage. So the battery is at 1.5 volts. Connections from here to here, 1.5 volts. From here to here, 1.5 volts. From here to here. Oh, okay, so it's just not making a good connection. See that? Okay, when I push it down, it works. All right, so how do I fix that? I think, you know what, maybe I should try just closing it, because maybe the cover will give enough pressure for it to actually make the proper connection. I'm gonna do that before I do anything else. So maybe the cover like pushes down on it. Snippity snap, and let's try putting the battery in again. Oops. There we go. Yeah, I think that the cover just needs to apply the adequate amount of pressure for this. So now it's ticking. Let's put it back together. Put this in here. This is how you set a clock. Take off the hands and just reposition them. Oh, and then we put this on. And then we put the screws back in. There we go. It's going. Now it's making contact. All right, so now it's time for a time lapse, right? Of this clock working. So that is a working clock. It is ticking away. Okay, so it's been a few days now, and the clock is still ticking away, although it has stopped at some point, and I think that I just need to give it a better clean inside. And the other thing is that this little wheel here doesn't spin, so the gears are a little bit wonky in there. I see a little wire that goes on this side to the pad, but I do not see a wire on this side going to the pad, which would imply that in my fiddling around I might have broken one of the coppers. It's so skinny. It's so thin that like